this precise moment. And so Noel will probably be able to find me and will post the specific link for the live because I still haven't figured out how to do it. I have my pop filter here. I'll show you. I have my whole setup with my microphone because it's I transmit from my laptop here, and it's a totally different thing. I can't yet transmit from my phone because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and YouTube changed the rules. So if you know any friends that would benefit from our sound bath, from listening to what I have to say, from having a little bit of entertainment on your Sunday, send them over to my YouTube channel so that we can get to 1,000 and I can go out with my phone and be untethered, right? That is my goal this year, to get myself unchained from my laptop and from being in a fixed location wherever my laptop is. Ay, mi amor, gracias, Betty. Cámbiate a YouTube. Vete ahorita mismo, Hanna. Ponle youtube.com/C/vocal tapestry. So the address for the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/vocal tapestry. And you will probably find me there. The link for the live is going on in the comments. So go ahead. I'm going to sign off on Facebook, and I will see you over here on YouTube. I love you. Come see me over there. Visit and comment. All right. So give me 1 second, my friends. There we go. Upload, save, and share. Last time I did my little thingy on Facebook, and guess what? I forgot to share on time because I'm still learning. And when they say that an old dog can't learn new tricks, well, I have to tell you that that's not true because I'm old. Anyway, hello. I see that I have more people today. Yay, we're up to 5. Thank you so much. I love that you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so excited to share today's theme today. It's been like 10 years in the making only. It is I guess it's everything that I've been working with, all the tools that I've been using. I find it so awesome that I can apply them in my everyday life, and they work like freaking magic. These tools work, and they have allowed me to find a level of enjoyment in my life that I have never had before. Even through adversity, even through things that people can say, oh my God, this is horrible. Even through that, I have been able to find the purpose, the gift that's always hidden in every situation. I always say that, right? There's a gift in every situation, and it has not failed me yet. So anyway, collective cleansing breath. Let it all go, all your stress, everything that happened last week, this morning even, 2 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Let's just let it all go. Go ahead and do a quick scan in your body and see if you're holding any tension anywhere. Could it be in your neck? Could it be in your throat? You're not expressing your truth. Could it be in your stomach? Are you feeling powerless? Are you feeling like you're not exercising your fierceness, your power? And it doesn't have to be aggression, right? Your fierceness, it can be an elegant display of power. Or are you holding it in your hips, in your thighs, in your legs? Where are you holding it? Are you holding it in your arms? In your mind? The brain is a muscle. Let's do a quick exercise right now that's going to serve you forever. Close your eyes and focus on your brain. And feel how tight it is, because it's a muscle. And when we overthink, if you're an overthinker, you will feel it immediately. Just intend to let it go. You're going to feel how your brain all of a sudden occupies more space inside your head. Take a cleansing breath. You do this every morning, every night, and I guarantee that you will start activating your creativity like there's no tomorrow. Ideas will come to you, solutions to problems, just by doing that. Because when we're tightening up, the energy can't flow through our bodies. So if you're tightening up your brain muscle, and remember, your brain and your heart are both muscles. So where are we tightening our muscles way too much? So go ahead and if you feel like you can't do it, make a fist and connect it to your brain. And then as you open your fist, let it go. You feel your brain relaxing. And then do the same thing with your beautiful, amazing heart. Just go ahead and tighten and then let it go. That's a bonus I wasn't thinking of sharing with you today, but there you have it. Have you ever fallen trapped to the hamster wheel of life? And have you ever been unwittingly thrown off the hamster wheel by some dramatic event that makes you realize that you were indeed on the hamster wheel of life? I know I have, and it happened again recently. So I'm going to share that with you in a minute. But before, I'm going to tell you that today you're going to walk away with insights and tools. I've already given you one. So you can stay off the hamster wheel as much as possible. And when you get on it, realize that you're on it so you can get off again and enjoy life's gifts and live a richer, fuller life. Welcome to Sound Bath Sundays. Today's theme is it's okay to make stops along the way. Before we get deep into it, though, I'd like to really thank you for choosing to invest your most valuable asset with me this morning. I promise you to do my very, very best to make sure that your time is well spent. I'm your host, Hannah Martinez, and I am a deliverer of bliss on demand and the founder of Vocal Tapestry, a melange of sound healing, meditation, and powerful transformational tools to help you serve through life and have a deep, profound inner connection and help you serve through life's challenges, so that you can bring abundance and healing to your life. Now, I've spent the better part of 20 years studying the effects of sound on our bodies, on our consciousness, so that and what it did to our bodies, right? The bad aspects and the good aspects, because nothing is totally good or totally bad, right? The dangers of sound when applied in the wrong way, or loud things like sonars that explode animals from the inside. That's why whales and dolphins beach themselves, right? And the other side of it, the side that helps you heal, that helps you relax, that helps you de-stress and get a deep connection with your higher self, with what I call God, the universe, that thing that keeps your heart pumping and your blood flowing, so that you can know what your next step in life is. You can know how to navigate the waters of life in this journey, which is your own individual, solitary, single journey. We all just kind of meet each other, but we're all on our own, very own single path. So how can you make that a richer experience and make sure that you fulfill the promises you made to yourself before you came to this planet? I've also taught about 4,000 people, probably more. I was counting. It's like if 52 weeks, I used to teach Saturdays, Sundays, at least average of 100 people, 150 people every day. I taught a lot of people how to speed read. And because of that, I consider myself a gifter of time and other surprises. Imagine that it takes you 1 hour to go through your emails, your morning emails, and all of a sudden, it will take you 20 minutes with this skill. What would you do with the extra 40 minutes? So I give people the gift of time when I teach them how to use this skill. And I love speed reading, not only because you can do that, because you get extra time, because you can get through life very quickly. You read stuff, you start learning stuff, you start absorbing knowledge, you start understanding concepts that sometimes may be harder to understand. And when you have these tools, things just kind of start to get easier in your life. But because I love speed reading, because of what I call the side effects of speed reading. And those are the things that make life appear like magic. Things happen, right? Because why? There's a physiological thing that happens when you do speed reading. You synchronize your brain hemispheres and you start using both hemispheres in every aspect of your life. So, for example, if you have a logic problem, you'll start using your creative side, along with your logical brain, to find a solution for things. Or if you have something that needs creativity, well, you can bring the logical part of yourself into it, and it just seamlessly starts to happen without you having to do any kind of effort for it to happen. And it actually also rejuvenates your brain. It keeps you young, fends off diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia. Doing this thing is like a vitamin for your brain. And like I said, the brain is a muscle. So when we start working out the connections in the brain and making them sharper, well, you get amazing results. But I digress. Let's circle back to our morning's topics. It's okay to make stops along the way. Now, all of us really have these stops by choice or by force. Have you ever had something really bad happen to you? Really big, like the death of a loved one, an accident, a divorce, losing your job, losing everything? One or a big bunch of losses happened to me about 10 years ago. But here's the thing. These losses led me to where I am today. They led me to my complete transformation. You'll often hear me say that my biggest tragedy was actually my biggest blessing. But guess what? Somehow, when I went through this whole thing, I don't know how or why, I decided that was it. I was done. I had passed the test of life, and I was going to cruise through life from now on, because I had faced my biggest challenge of my life, and ta-da, I was done. Well, boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Because I just had a series of experiences. And some people tell me, well, you had this illness a year ago or 2 years ago, whenever that was. I don't remember. But you overcame that. And I didn't really see that as big as what I've just faced recently. And what happened in the past few months literally shook me to my core and stopped me in my tracks. But you see, I have been able to use everything I've learned, everything I accumulated, all the tools that I've accumulated in these years, in the past go round. So I've been able to go through this challenge with a lot more grace and a little bit of elegance, if I may say so myself. But I understand that I've done it more than the last time. I mean, any improvement from last time would be universes apart, really, because I can't even fairly compare. I mean, last time I went all out in the victim mode. I mean, I literally almost killed myself. No joke. And the situation just dragged on for years, or rather, I dragged the situation on for years. But see, that allowed me to dive deep into my soul, into myself. And I was able to really strengthen my connection to spirit and strengthen my faith. Because have you realized how much easier it is to have faith when things are going great? It's awesome. It's easy. I believe in God. I believe in the universe and the higher power, whatever keeps my heart pumping, my blood flowing. But things start going a little awry. And all of a sudden I'm like, gosh, where are you, God? Did you forsake me? Did you forget I'm here? I'm like, hello. Or worse, I sometimes think that God has a channel called Hana TV. And when he's bored, or he, she, whatever, the universe, they just tune into my channel to have a laugh. Natasha Westover, hi, welcome. So happy that you're here. Thank you for letting me know that you're here. So anyway, when things go bad, it is not easy to keep the faith. And for me, for example, the feelings of abandonment surface, and my faith gets tested every single time. What is it for you? If you'd like to share it in the comments, and even if you're watching the replay, I make sure to read every comment. And if you ask me for anything, I will make sure I'll do my best to answer in the best way that I can. But, and thank you for participating. So what comes up for you when the going gets tough? Do you go into your shell? Do you feel angry at life, at God, at the world? Do you feel that life is unfair? Or like me, do you feel that God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, forgot about you and left you stranded? So today, like I said, I'm going to share a couple of insights and a couple of tools that will move you through life's challenges with a little bit of grace. Now, the first thing to realize is that sometimes we get so caught up in doing, in succeeding, in accomplishing, that we go through life, like I said, with blinders, right? We're just like focused on, and then we think we can't focus. But when we want something, I've never met anyone who hasn't made a decision to have something that they've lost focus. They make it happen one way or another, by hook or by crook. They will it into existence, and they will keep their eye on the prize until it happens. And some people are stronger at that than others, but everybody, you all have that in you. We all have that in us, right? So when we're focusing so much on acquiring something or getting to our goal or doing what we said we were going to do, or feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm this age and I haven't accomplished this, or I'm at this, I can't believe I'm in my life and then this is happening or this is not happening, and all that mental thing that goes on in our minds. And that leaves us unable to fully connect with all aspects of our life. Like, we might be so focused on making our business successful that our relationships will suffer, right? We'll stop seeing our friends, we'll stop having a social life, or we'll stop paying attention to our partners. Or we're so focused on family affairs that the same thing happens, right? We leave our partner on the side, or we leave the business on the side. We get so one-sided that we can't we feel like we're juggling too many plates. But I realized that there's a way of not feeling that way, that you have so much to deal with. And it's so counterintuitive that I only figured it out because I was forced to figure it out. And it is to completely stop. When you are trying to force things, like when I realized I'm trying to force things into existence, make things happen, make the business grow, get the client, get the thing, do the thing, whatever it is. And you are pushing and nothing is happening except for banging your head against the wall. When you stop and do what Ross from Friends says, pivot, and look at the other way, and look at something else that has nothing to do with what you're trying to accomplish, something magical happens. The resistance, because when you're pushing against something, okay, there's the law of I think it's inertia. I don't know. One law that pushes if you're pushing, something's going to push against you, right? That's why martial arts are so amazing, and there's no fighting involved, right? There's avoiding. Somebody's going to throw a punch at you. Whoop, you move out of the way. You move out of the way, and then the person is going to get bored because there's nothing to fight against. If you don't give the person the fight, there's nothing to fight, and then there will be no fight. And it's the same way with things in our life. When we're like pushing and pushing and pushing, if we stop pushing, then life will stop pushing against us. Like when I'm like trying to get good at the computer and doing the Instagrams and the Pinterests of the world and the Facebook that I can't figure out the algorithm, and my website that I'm like can't figure out how to do one single page because they changed the system, and my course that I paid for thousands of dollars, the girl decided to become a channeler and a medium and took all the videos off. So I can't get my videos. So I can do my website step by step, because I used to like watch a little video, go do a little thing, watch the little video, go. Now I don't have my videos. I can't do my page, right? And I was going crazy. And that was just one of the things. That's not even what really happened last. But it got to the point where I was fighting so much that I just went, phew, I am going to do something else. And what I did, okay, I'll tell you what I did, but let me see. I want to bring myself back on track, because, okay, so when life stops you, and if you're pushing and you're hitting the wall, it's not that life doesn't want you to succeed or prosper, because I believe this is a loving, caring universe. And everything that happens for us, not against us. And so when these things happen, I realized it might be that, what if life is just telling us, hey, there's more to life than this? Or, yoo-hoo, it's time to be grateful for what you have, for what you've already accomplished, and the blessings that are here present in your life right now. Or, hello, have you looked at the sunset lately? Or look at the snow falling wherever you are in the world, or look at the sunshine or that sunrise, or feel the sand in the look at the waves. I don't know, wherever you find yourself in the world. It's like, look around you. There's so much beauty, and we just do not connect. So this time around, when I went through this, I used 3 main tools to get through it. Number one was my go-to, right? The thing I've been doing for over 30 years now, and it's my gratitude. I do my gratitude list right before I go to bed, do my gratitude list right when I open my eyes. 5 things that you're grateful for. Do that. It will change your life. Be grateful. I was grateful for what didn't happen, because what happened could have been so much worse. My daughter was in a terrible car accident, and she's walking now. Like, it could have been so much worse. So much worse. So much worse. And it wasn't. So I had to literally focus on the good thing. What was the good thing? The good thing, she didn't lose her foot. The good thing, she's alive. The good thing, she's now walking. The good thing, I have my daughter with me in my life. Wow, how amazing, right? That immediately turns my day around. Instead of, oh my God, the accident and blah, 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 blah. And blaming and being angry and having all the feelings that come with it, which you have to honor them. You can't just pretend that they don't exist. But when you take the focus off of them, they will stop showing up as often. It's like the waves in the ocean. They'll be farther and farther apart as you take your attention off of them. Then you count your blessings, right? What do you have? Be grateful for what is here, for what is now. I get to say good morning to her. I get to say good night. I get to see her. I get to hug her. I get to kiss her. Wow, I have her around, right? So I'm counting that. Then the thing is choosing to detach from the situations. That is so powerful. It took me years to learn that. Learn how to detach from whatever is going on in your life, because really, ultimately, we think we have a say. We think we can do stuff. We can only ask and the universe will answer. But really, when we hand it over to a higher power and just turn it over, it could be your own higher self who knows better, who can have the bigger picture, right? And sees the whole panorama. As opposed to us, we get so close, we can only see the bark sometimes, not even the tree. I find myself at the bark, just looking at it, and hitting myself on the tree trunk because I'm so into the problem. It allows you to take a step back and take a breath and know that you are not responsible for other people's choices. You are only responsible for your own. So then you start making your own choices based on your needs. And it's another counterintuitive tool, because the worst thing, and especially as a woman, that you can be called all kinds of names. But if somebody calls you selfish, wow, that hurts, right? So it feels like it could potentially be some selfish act to make choices based on your own needs. But I'm telling you, when you do that, and every time I've done it, and every time the people who come for coaching and my friends whom I tell them, okay, this is what you've got to do, and they do it, things happen like mind-blowing, right? It's almost like the domino. You have your domino set up, you know, the little sculptures with all the dominoes, and you let that one piece go, and the whole thing just falls into place like magic. It's like putting that last piece on the puzzle when you make a choice for you, because then you free other people of the attachment and the obligation, because when you make choices for others, you're actually creating energetic ties to them and obligations that can cause ickiness. And so when you choose for yourself and you're able to A, set boundaries, and B, say no, sometimes a no, the way I look at no's these days, it's like it's a gift to myself. Saying no sometimes, it's icky, but it's a gift to myself. And I've learned to appreciate myself enough to gift myself the gift of a no. And it is amazing. Try it sometimes. Then choose to not. So as part of the detachment comes the letting go of the need to control a situation. Because don't we try to make people do things the way we want them to, or react the way we think they should react? And then isn't it awful when they don't? And we're so disappointed. It sucks, right? So when you don't have any expectations and you just are in a place of allowance, you will be so surprised so many times, because people will start acting without any obligation. And don't you love to shop and buy stuff? And don't you hate being sold? It's like somebody at the store comes and tries to sell me. I may not buy, even if I wanted it. I'm not going to buy. Why? Because she's trying to sell me in, or he's trying to sell me in. But if I go to the store and I want to buy, then that's a different thing. And it's the same way with people. If they have to do something because you want them to, they're not going to do it, even if they want it in the first place, because they're like, oh, I'm not, she wants me to do that. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because she wanted me to. I'll show her. And then we create such stickiness. Whereas if you just let everybody do their own shopping and their own purchasing and their own doing, they will invariably surprise you. Try it. Again, you will love it. And then my third tool, which was the clincher for me. Choose to be happy. No matter what is going on, choose to be happy. There were times where I didn't know, I hadn't heard from my daughters advancing, or things were not happening the way I wanted them to, or I was so stressed or worried or whatever. And I would just stop for a moment, assess whether my worrying was going to help anything or advance the situation in any way, realized it wouldn't. And then I realized that my high vibe would probably advance the situation, because I would be attracting more high vibe things to happen in my life. And that includes my daughter and everybody around me. So what would I do? I chose to be happy and raise my frequency. This is all about energy, people. It's about raising your vibration so that it matches your desires. And believe me, even my parents told me the other day, it's like, oh my God, it's really showing. Whatever you're doing, it's showing. Because it's like, you look happy. And yes, I am, because I make a choice every day. Sometimes it's every minute, because things happen and it can totally throw you off your center. And when you make the choice to come and be happy again, you can even transform situations in ways that can appear like miracles. So this situation got me to thinking, right? And this one's a bonus for you. Well, nothing is happening, right? I had been dealing with the whole thing with my adored child, and my business was just not happening. My website wasn't happening. My this wasn't happening. The Instagram wasn't happening, and nothing was happening. And I was just spinning my wheels and hitting my face against that bark, right? The walls of my existence and were crashing down in on me. And I was trying to force things, and I stepped away. I pivoted. And I made a conscious choice. It's like, okay, I'm going to walk away from this for a few days. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm literally going to walk away. And you know what? If things fall apart, they're already not put together. So how much apart can they fall if they're not even put together? Well, not much. What can I do? So remember I said that you try to let go of the control and not trying to fix people's lives. Well, I'm really good at that. So I decided, see, I failed on one end, but succeed at the other when I pivot. And I chose to go help a friend who needed help. And it was help doing stuff that had nothing to do with what I was doing. Nothing. It was retail, which I don't particularly care for. Like if I had the choice, I would not work retail. But there she is. She needs help, and I know I can do this. So I went and disconnected myself. It's like I put the close sign on my virtual door, and I said, gone fishing. And I went away and I helped her. And I had a blast. And I decided I was going to just go have fun and do it because I love my friend and because I wanted to like go away for a couple of days or a week or a month or however long it would take until I knew in my gut that I was ready to come back. And, you know, it literally removes that resistance. Life stops fighting you. There was, when I came back, there was no more wall. I started doing little things, little by little. I have not put my stuff together yet. It will happen. I know it will happen because I've asked. And I know in my gut, in my faith, that before I ask, I've been answered. And I know that by some magical way or occurrence or something's going to happen. And my stuff is going to get done. But I know it. I don't know how, but it's not my job to know how. My job is to know what I want. Be clear about it and put it out into the universe. And then the universe will take care of me. So things have started to flow in that magical way. And I recommend it for you like you wouldn't believe. So let's do a little review of the steps. Gratitude for what you don't have, gratitude for what you do have. And you know what? I forgot to include gratitude for whatever is happening. Because sometimes, well, I know a lot of the times it's very difficult to be grateful for what is going on that we don't want. We don't want it to happen. So why would we be grateful for what we don't want? But it's because of what I said earlier. There's a gift in every situation. So what you do is you're grateful for what you have, whether you like it or not, and then you start looking for the gift. Then you detach, and then you choose happy. Wonderful. Our sound bath today is called Stop and Smell the Roses. I can smell them, can you? We're going to welcome Harry and say hi, Harry. I'm going to invite you to put your feet flat on the floor, your hands, palms facing up on your thighs. Wiggle your toes a little, get yourself centered, grounded inside your body as much as you possible, because we're infinite beings, right? So get as much of you inside your beautiful, amazing body, which is your vehicle through which you enjoy life, and feel your hands. This position is a wonderful position. It's a position of receiving. So when you have open hands, you let go of whatever you're holding on to, and you open your hands to receive all the gifts that life has in store for you. That is why I use that position in our meditation. A lot of things I don't explain. I just go through it and then assume that people will figure it out. But there you have it. We're going to do 3 to 6, whatever feels good for you, cleansing breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a big sigh. 3 to 6 times. And if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. Whenever you're ready. Take a deep cleansing breath. Wiggle your toesies. Do a little stretch. Open your eyes when you're ready, and we come back. Let's take a moment just to get ourselves back here. Great. I hope you're feeling charged and energized and ready to go enjoy everything that life brings you, all the gifts, all the blessings. Thank you so much again for spending this time with me today. It is my heartfelt desire that you can apply these tools and experience the magic. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would. My goal is to get to 1,000 people so I can untether myself and transmit from my phone. So while you're at it, if you're subscribing, do me a favor and click on the little bell so that you can get a notification whenever I go on live or I post a new video. You can also follow me if you'd like on Instagram and Pinterest at Vocal Tapestry. For now, I bid you farewell. Enjoy the view and live the magic. I love you. See you next week. Bye-bye.